And APB, American Protection Bureau, voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB.
Clearly becoming one of my most favorite pro wrestlers.
Yeah, he leapfrogged everybody pretty much in my mind.
He has.
He has.
Him and Backlund, back to back.
It blows my mind, too. It really does. All right, Ronnie, let's go for a very hot topic right now. We got Ric Flair deciding at the age of 73 that he's going to get back in the ring. He's even confirmed recently that he's got an injury from his training, and he's sore as shit. That's his words. What do you think about Ric Flair giving this a shot at 73?
Well, I wouldn't do it if it was me, because I want to leave the impression and when I quit. That's what's in your mind. That's because if you step in the ring in the 70s, your body doesn't look very good. I don't care who you are. I hate to say that, but if you're not embarrassed, it's a choice. I wouldn't do it personally, and plus you can get hurt. I mean, you get a certain age. I'm 77 years old. I don't want to break a leg. I don't want to break an ankle. I've seen it happen when Lutez went over to Japan, and he was just doing a demonstration of holds with Inoki, and his hip popped out. Because your bones are a whole lot more fragile at 70-some years old, and it's easy to get hurt.
Let me ask you, that's a really good that you're bringing that up. You're a young guy back then, when these older guys wouldn't hang it up. What was going through Ronnie Garvin's head?
Well, either they need the money, maybe, or they need the attention. I don't really know. I have no reason to want to do that.
Did you ever get put in a predicament where you had to wrestle an older guy and have to carry the match? And how was that, if that did happen?
No, I never did. I can say I never. The oldest guy I wrestled might have been Ox Baker.
Ox Baker?
Yeah. But he was still, maybe not in the greatest shape, but he was no push around, And I remember I broke all his teeth, his false teeth.
Oh.
I dropped a knee drop on his throat, and his false teeth popped out of his mouth, and I stomped him in the ring, and I took all the teeth.
Did he get pissed off?
No,
he had gum afterwards.
I can't eat a steak. I can't. And then, I saw him before he died about a month or two at some signing that I can't remember where it was exactly. And I liked the guy. He was a character.
Yeah.
He saw me from across the room, and I heard him like he was 3 feet in front of me. And he called me the buzzsaw. He would holler. He called me a buzzsaw because I used to like to stomp his toes.
Ronnie, we had a friend who passed away at a very young age. He was a huge NWA guy, and you were one of his all-time favorites. And the question I have for you is, you get the title from Flair, and your push get up to that point was huge. The fans were behind you, everything else. Why do you think it didn't work out to the expectations that we all thought it was going to be?
Well, that was by design. A booker has a lot to do.
Of course.
And there was some envious people. I've seen it many times with other guys. You get over too big, you're a threat. It doesn't become anymore where how much money you're drawing is. And the booker, did his best to. I never got booked. I never had a title match after I won the title till I wrestled Ric Flair on the second time. Why? I didn't really care at that point, in my career, because I was ready to retire anyway. I was 45 years old. I was in good shape. I wasn't retiring because I had any problem. I was very healthy. But there comes a time you got to call it, And when that happened, I even pushed it faster because I quit after that. I quit the promotion, And And the booker, well, y'all know who the booker was. You know, he was hired by Crockett, and he didn't like the idea of somebody being more over than he was. See, he always was against a wrestler being a booker, you know, because they pushed their own self.
So you're drawing money, but it didn't matter. They just wanted.
Well, it didn't matter to him, to his boss maybe, but his boss was mesmerized with him, you know. Was really. He bought him a brand new Mercedes. What's up? His business. I'm not, but I'm saying, you know, he was controlling a lot of things. And that same guy, the booker, the Rock and Roll Express were so over, they were like rock stars. Well, he couldn't handle it either. He would book him in some small towns, you know, and those guys would sell out. The little town had never had a crowd like that at wrestling matches because they were over like rock stars. And then what he did is he booked himself in 6-man tag teams so they could rub off on him. So he was in a 6-man tags with them. You know, I'm not stupid. I've been around a long time, you know, and I could see all of that.
But you don't seem like a guy that would stand for that. Did you approach him at any point and be like, "What's your deal, dude?"
I never wanted to let him know. I didn't need the promotion. I didn't need them. I could quit working probably 5 years before. You know, I didn't care. I'm not going to play that game. You know, I'm not going to play that game.
Then why did he put the title on you?
Because I think it was the owner. You know, they wanted it. You know, but in a way, he didn't control much of anything. You know, because I don't know. I didn't really care. And I enjoyed the ride. It was short, but
Did you ever discuss things with Flair when this was all happening?
Yeah, Flair was okay with it. But the thing was, I never seeing the standard in the business was when you lose the title, it's automatically a return.
Right.
Automatically.
Yeah.
It was since the day I got into wrestling. Never had one. Never defended the title. Never had, you know. So, you know, it's bad business. You know, that's why I said a wrestler that's involved in the wrestling, if he's active, he should not be in the booking